We are situated about 8 miles west. Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets around him, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Cleveland.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check. Switch. Check, crouch. Hey, alert.
Mayfield now. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Flex by 4. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check. Fresno.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
We got double up. Rock it. Hit it.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here we go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw. Nix. And that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 15. Check 15. Quick dash. Come. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Pistol. Safety creep.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. 44. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Yes. Five.
From the gun, Nix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the interception, Mayfield dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Intended for number 89. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check tight. Check tight. Like six. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Joker, joker. Joker, joker. Whip, whip.
They go play action. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we're 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Hey, Haywood. Here we go.
2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Regular. Hey, check. Pistol.
Throwing, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check safety. He's crossing. Hurry.
Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Run. Let's go, defense.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 6. Watch the screen.
Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
Mike, 54. I don't think you got it, sir.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Nix. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Shoot.
Alert.
Here's Mayfield. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
55. Mike, 55. Check.
Point it right. All day.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
65.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hurry. King. Hey, box drop.
Watch the pass.
Now Mayfield. That's complete to Richard, the running back. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check 55 to right. You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and goal, Gurley. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get in there.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready up.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the
Head up.
On first down, Nix looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
check.
Go.
Switch.
Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 30 base.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
Defense.
Operating from the gun. Nix firing quickly here, and that's complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Light. Get it.
From the gun, Nix. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught at the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I smell fear in that offense.
Go. Ready to go. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Right there, 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check. Check 52.
And let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. Dances by him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check right, check point it right, point it right, point it right. It's been a long day for you. Mike 6. Mike 6. Bound to lose one. Hey, check back, check. Hurry, hurry.
And the blitz does come. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Nix into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Exit. You ain't doing nothing today. 5.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Shoot! Shoot!
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. A solid stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Stiff arm number 2. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey. I'm coming for you, son. On the ball.
2nd and long. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Nix. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Hey, on 133.
55, come on, guys, 55. Pick it up.
Smooth.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
I got it.
From the 44, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Third and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bring it. Bring it. Check 99. Check 99.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. 60 or 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Nix trying to lay one up deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Gurley. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.